It's a briefcase.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Where would you like to go?
To the airport, please.
You see, the taxi goes to the airport.
Ah, to the airport.
Now the taxi arrives at the airport.
At the airport.
Yes. And naturally, Mr. Smith pays the taxi driver. He pays the fare.
Fare? What's that?
A fare is the cost of a trip.
Ah, I see. How much is Mr. Smith's taxi fare?
It's £9.20.
But Mr. Smith pays £10.
Yes, Victor. The difference is the change.
Here's £10. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Mr. Smith gives the taxi driver a tip for the service. How much is the taxi driver's tip?
80 pence.
Good.
The cost of a trip by taxi is a taxi fare.
Yes, Victor.
And for a trip by train,
It's a train fare.
and for a trip by bus, it's a bus fare. And for a trip by boat, it's a boat fare. And for a trip by aeroplane, it's a plane fare. For a trip on foot, there is no fare and there is no tip.
Mr. Smith says good morning to the taxi driver. The taxi driver asks him where he would like to go. Mr. Smith says he would like to go to the airport. They arrive. Mr. Smith thanks him and asks how much it is. The taxi driver says it is £9.20. Mr. Smith gives him £10 and tells him to keep the change. That is the taxi driver's tip. The taxi driver thanks him and Mr. Smith says goodbye.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
What are you doing?
I'm packing my suitcase.
Are you going on holiday?
Yes, I am. And my taxi's here. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Where are you, Victor?
I'm at the airport. I'm going to France by plane. My friend Paul lives in Paris. He's French. I can buy a lot of wine in France.
Don't drink too much wine, Victor. It's bad for you. Are you still in France, Victor?
No, I'm not. I'm in Spain with my friend Pablo. He is Spanish.
Are you enjoying yourself, Victor?
Yes, this is fun. Would you like a drink? There's very little left, but I don't mind.
No, thank you, Victor. Where are you now, Victor?
I'm in Germany. Hans lives in Cologne with his wife and children. They are German. They have a nightclub. We can dance to the music, see lots of pretty girls.
Stop, Victor. How are you this morning?
I'm feeling a bit off colour. I've got a headache. I want to go home. How do I go home?
You can go home by train and go through the Channel Tunnel. Or you can go home by boat.
Boat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Hello, Victor.
Hello?
What would you like?
What?
Would you like an omelette?
No.
Would you like a steak?
No.
Would you like a hot dog?
No.
What would you like?
Water. Water. Is there water in the desert?
Not much, Victor.
How much? How much water?
Very little. There are a few palm trees, a few rocks, a few skeletons. There is a lot of sand, but very little water.
Very little water. Very little water. Look! Water! A lot of water. A lot of palm trees. A lot of people and camels.
No, Victor. That's not a real oasis. That's a mirage.
Please. Water. A glass of water.
Is it urgent, Victor?
Yes.
All right, Victor. There is a real oasis in a few kilometers.
How many? How many kilometers?
A few. 20 or 30 kilometers. Miss? Another beer, please.
What's on television tonight?
I don't know. Why don't you go and buy a newspaper at the newsstand?
Where is it?
Do you know where the bakery is?
Yes.
Well, you go past the bakery until you come to the lights, then turn right.
And then?
It's along on the left, next to the supermarket.
OK, I'll find it. See you later. What's on television tonight?
I don't know. Why don't you go and buy a newspaper at the newsstand?
Where is it?
Do you know where the bakery is?
Yes.
Well, you go past the bakery until you come to the lights, then turn right.
And then?
It's along on the left, next to the supermarket.
OK, I'll find it. See you later. What's on television tonight?
What does John ask Susan?
He wants to know what's on television tonight.
I don't know. Why don't you go and buy a newspaper at the newsstand?
Does Susan know what's on TV tonight?
No, she doesn't. But she suggests he goes to the newsstand to buy a newspaper.
Where is it?
Do you know where the bakery is?
Yes.
Well, you go past the bakery until you come to the lights, then turn right.
And then?
It's along on the left, next to the supermarket.
Yes, but he doesn't know where it is.
Susan gives him directions. He must go past the bakery until he comes to the traffic lights. Then he must turn right. She explains that it's on the left, next to the supermarket.
What does John reply?
He says,
OK, I'll find it. See you later.
John asks Susan what's on television. She says she doesn't know. She tells John to go out and buy a newspaper at the newsstand. John asks where it is. Susan asks him if he knows where the bakery is, and John says he does. She tells him to go past the bakery and to turn right at the traffic lights. She tells him the newsstand is on the left next to the supermarket. John says he'll find it and leaves.
"Do you watch television, Victor?"
Yes, I watch TV every evening.
What sort of programs do you like?
And you? What sort of programs do you like? Do you like plays, sports programs, westerns, classical music concerts, documentaries, crime films, science fiction, or maybe you like the news? Personally, I love rock concerts.
Stop! Stop! Don't you like to watch cartoons on TV?
It's a bit difficult for me, don't you think? I must go and visit Susan now. Why don't you come with me and I'll introduce you to Susan?
All right. Please tell me the way to Susan's apartment.
You are here. Go straight on along the embankment until you get to the first bridge. Cross the bridge. On the other side of the bridge, there is a wide avenue. Proceed along the avenue until you see a bank on the left. Go past the bank until you get to the police station. Turn left at the police station. After about 100 meters, you will get to Exhibition Road. Is that clear?
Absolutely. And what number is it?
Opposite the bus stop, number 56.
Why don't you take the bus?
Because there isn't a direct bus.
And the underground?
There isn't an underground station near Susan's house.
Ah, Victor, nice to see you. How are you? Have you a glass of water now?
Yes, I'm fine now, thanks. Please, water. A glass of water.
I see you have a box of cigars. Can I take one, please?
No, you can't. I haven't time now. You must not disturb me. Goodbye.
Excuse me, Victor. I don't want to disturb you.
What do you want now?
I'd like to ask you a small favor.
How many? How many kilometers? How much do you need?
I don't need much. I don't spend a lot of money. I don't smoke a lot. I don't drink much. I don't drive fast cars. I don't eat expensive food.
He doesn't need much, he says. He doesn't spend a lot of money. How much do you want?
I only need 50 pence for a small glass of beer.
A glass of beer. Ha! What do you think? No? Sorry, not today. Goodbye. He doesn't remember a certain glass of water in the desert.
A few. 20 or 30 kilometers. Miss, another beer, please. Listen carefully, Victor. You are in a maze. You must find the exit, and you will see a box with a surprise in it.
Is it a surprise for me?
Yes, it is. Do you know how to get to the exit?
No, I don't. Will you help me?
Yes. It's easy. You must go straight on until you get to the yellow flowers. Now turn left, and on your right you will see a fruit tree with red apples and a big green bush. Between the tree and the bush you will find a path. Proceed along that path and take the third left.
Speak slowly, please. You will confuse me.
Calm down, Victor. At the corner, turn left again and follow the arrows until you come to a statue.
I can see the statue. Where shall I go now?
Left, Victor.
Left? Are you certain?
Yes, Victor. Of course I'm certain.
Okay, I'll turn left. But I don't understand. I remember this seat.
See you later, Victor.
Wait! I'm alone. Does anyone know where I am? What shall I do now? How will I get out? Help!